Whoa, 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 whoa. Can we hear me? Am I here? Yes. I am here. Hopefully you're here. We're looking at the, let me turn this up a little bit. We're looking at the Teenage Engineering OPXY, Day 2 OPXY Learning. Welcome to the stream. Like and subscribe. What's up? No, good morning. But yeah, here we are. Day number 2 with my buddy. Just working on a really cool jam there. I'm just waking up and getting some coffee, and hopefully everybody's waking up having a good morning. Today I was going to show everybody what I learned last night. Making a new project. I'm going to rename it. I got the camera really close because somebody had asked on stream if I could get really up close with it, so I got it as close as I could get it. I'm trying to make it so y'all can see the screen like really good. If there's any like weird coloration, it's from the camera or it's from like light behind the camera. Do you see that? Like, I don't have a way to block what's right above it, but the screen is particularly clear. It looks great. Basically, when I make a new track, the first thing I do is I name it. So let's just say we're going to say JXY1. So I say, okay, so we rename the set. And then when you jump in, things are kind of set up for you, meaning there's already like a drum kit loaded. And I guess, I don't know if it picks like the old one that I was using before, but if I do shift number 1, I go into the drums. There's the first drum set. And then there is octave up and down. I don't know if it's a higher octave of the kit. I think it is. Yeah, it's like octave up, octave down. Next kit sounds pretty good too. Let's see. So there's a bunch of kits. I like that one. And some really neat drum sounds. So for me, I'm already kind of enjoying everything that's kind of happening here. Okay, so once you get like the kit selected that you want, I pick a drum, I put on the grid, and I also pick tempo, and I turn the godforsaken metronome off. So step grid. Resolution is if you hold like this bar button over here down. Let's see, sorry. If I hold down bar, it asks you, it's like, what resolution? And I want to say times like 4, let's say, right? So when it's running, I want quarter notes. See how you just fill it up because of how slow the grid's moving, right? And then from here, I'm going to pick the next sound. automation. Alright, so that was about as fast as I can make a pattern in front of everybody to get to this spot. And what I wanted to talk about was synth engine is basically the first dot that you see here. So that first dot is like what synth engine are you using, right? And the next dot is basically where these 8 icons kind of jump up. If I could show you guys, yeah. Okay, so like you basically, when you're on track, this track is when, I'm gonna lower this so I'm not screaming, is when you do like your step effects. Right? And so step effects is step 2. The brain is here, so you could like transpose how you're playing, so that's part of like the whole tuning of the whole thing, like the I guess the entire tuning of the device. And then number 2 is step parameters. Number 3 is your MIDI tracks, and I guess program change, because I'm assuming this thing can do program change now too. Control voltages, track 4. This one seems to be the way that the input and the overdrive and the mix of the sound itself. And online, people were talking about that they don't like the sound of Teenage Engineering gear. And I tell everybody it's gain staging. So right here, a lot of times you want to make sure all your synths in the gain stage are like 70. That's usually my recommendation. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I think everything in the TE world, if you keep it around 70 here in the output mix, it won't sound so overdriven and crappy. And then this is your tape reel. Now, you can catch the sound on tape, like as the sound's playing. It's like buffer shuffler in Ableton. So as the sound's going, if I and I don't know what the number here represents, so there's like a number next to the keyboard. That's like the speed of the key tape, right? And then there's this one, which is the percentage. I love this. This is... there could be a whole genre of music based just on the tape loop itself. It's such an interesting thing. The amount of material, it used to be somewhere on this, and I can't seem to find how to change the actual Let me see. I don't know what to call it. Like, it's the actual, like, tape itself's amount of slicing is the word. So, like, I don't know if it's, like, some hit. I don't know. It's probably some hidden thing inside of it. But the tape is number 5. Your effect sends, or number 6, I'm sorry. Your effect sends are 7 and 8. And they're not unique in the sense that the effects send. It's just the effect sends are part of this channel that's called modules. And that's where I will argue that this is a little bit different, because I'm not sure how each module is connected to each track, but they somehow kind of are global, I believe, because that's global, the brain's global, MIDI's probably global, control voltage is probably like a global out. This is the global mix. This looks like global tape, and these are global sends. So this is a global thing, 1 through 8. And you can mute this, so like you could kill the tape reel if you had recorded automation on it. Example being, it's recording. So it keeps catching on the tape. Now if I want to shut that off, if I hold this down, now I can clear it too, but the idea that the tape itself is like part of like a track that you can mute. So if you automate the tape, same thing as like, I'm guessing you can automate automate the parameters in your send and returns here somehow, and then turn that off if you wanted like dub effects. I didn't see like a hold memory, but it looks like there's a 1 and 2, which would mean like you would turn things and then let go and it would come back. That's what that might be implying. I don't know. Hopefully that happens. That's from the OP field, I'm hoping. The other thing is when you're in an engine, here's another engine, right? But let's do shift 1, and these are actually your preset engines. So you have Axis is one of them. Axis. Pretty nice then. And then another engine is Dissolve. I love the sound of this one. And the graphic for the filter, ingenious. This is the amount of the envelope. So I like that look. And the filter's soft. If you do shift 3, you have a state variable, you have a ladder filter, you have a high pass and a low pass, and it says Z, so that's their own design. Let's say we do Z low pass. Kind of has that roll-in sound. Hopefully everybody can hear that clearly. I think it sounds great. Let's look at the next engine. There's the drum engine, which is a sampler. Then there's the E piano. Tone. Texture. And there's one there that said scramble. Did anybody catch that? If you hold down, you have a button that says scramble, and it just does the preset a totally different way at random. So shift 1 is the engine. We're an E piano. External is an external instrument. I swear I don't know how this works, but I'm not going to go into detail, but it's like when you're using a MIDI, something as a MIDI track. Hard sync is the next engine, which I didn't like it at first, and now I really like it. And you got a filter again. That was the other engine, and then I got the multi-sampler. There's also organ. Organ's kind of neat. Yeah, the LFO section's cool looking too. So this should feel very familiar, like OP1-ish. There's Prism, and that's how I was making a lot of my bass. And then there's the wavetable is awesome. I don't know. Whoa, this just got updated last night. I didn't have this. Simple. Looks like a slinky. Oh my god, do you guys see that? Going down steps. Sounds great. I just cleared all the MIDI clips. man, that makes my brain go wild. OPXY, second day, making songs in front of everybody, showing you guys some of the menus, some of the screens. Hopefully some of that made a little bit of sense. But I just kind of kept jamming because I want everybody to hear things after I showed off some of the engines. My favorite engine, I save for the very end, is the one called Wavetable. It is definitely the most deep, detailed one they have because you can make like any shape on a synth in the world, and you can stretch them into like these weird, like sub shapes, like square, pulse widths of the square. Yeah, no problem, Sleepy Eye. Yeah, it's crazy. The Wavetable one seems to become like my favorite for like these like, I don't know, they just sound crazy. Like, look at this. Like, you can like get it to phase. And the one way, I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt your eyes. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully it sounds good. I think this thing sounds phenomenal. I've been really into the sounds. The Wavetable's crazy too, because like, depending on that, do you see it phasing right there? What? Yeah, it's got some crazy sound. So I'm going to go for the day. I didn't get much sleep last night because all I did was play with this, but I wanted everybody to kind of check out what was going on. Hopefully everybody's having a good day or is going to enjoy the rest of the day. And yeah, if you want to watch more with the stream and what I was building, check out the song. Enjoy.